I'm kind of back in that happy-go-lucky mood. Oh, I got money. And I'm still undecided, like I'm just trying to build it up. Like, cause everyone's like, oh, when are you going to do the list? Because you said you're not, yeah, that's what I mean. I got money, so I don't need the take from that job. I just need to get it off my list. And if I can take my crew through it and show my streamers that this is the crew you want to like run with, like Jinxie's a bit shy, so guys, lay off on her. If she doesn't want to add you, she doesn't have to. This is with every player. If someone doesn't want to add you, even if you play together, you don't have to play with that person. You don't have to add that. Well, you can keep on playing with that person, but you don't have to add them as a friend. That choice and that decision is entirely up to you. Because that opens the gate for a lot of other things like messaging and stuff like that, and it can go somewhere else. And yeah, I'm going to bring that straight up because actually Jinxie brought that subject up to me. I haven't had it, like I said, I haven't had it happen to me, or maybe I have, but I haven't taken any notice of it. Hey, mate, I've been single for over 20 fucking years. If someone's hitting on me, I mean, they've got to fucking put up neon fucking signs, really. Do something extravagant to get my attention, and it has to be someone that I'm interested in as well, like, or at least I've taken some notice in, oh, like I've noticed you. But other than that, I'm here to game. Like, I'm not here to build a relationship or, oh, well, a friendship is kind of a relationship. You gotta, technically, a friendship is a relationship because, I mean, if you keep your friends happy, I just seen someone come and leave, so, but basically, only one watching now. But, like I said, I bet you they're all chomping at the bit. Someone, the host is taking 0%, and it'll get through the grapevine. The host, and then he's spreading it amongst the players even after he gives them 25% each. Yeah, fucking oath I am. But you got to pull your finger out of your ass. I prefer my mates to come along. I'd rather that money go to my mates than some random that's just after cash. But even the rando, like I said, I just actually, word for word, told you what you had to do. The two that I want to come, like, basically, you don't have to do anything. You don't even have to fire a fucking shot. Jinxie really doesn't have to fire a shot until I run out. Or if she gets ahead of me, I don't have to fire a shot until she runs out. Because that's the other thing I'm watching with my teammates. It's like, oh, you got into reload mode, all right. And like, how did you know? I'm like, I'm right fucking behind you, dickhead. Even my friends I call dickheads because it's just a spur of the moment thing. If you're on comms, like, mate, I'm right there. I just seen you go into reload mode. And we've got, what, 2 more enemies there and I got a full clip. I may as well fucking shoot, now, seeing I haven't shot at all yet. May as well use my gun now. When you don't have any bullets. Alright, I'm coming into a public session because everything's like almost there. Like, they're the only two I have to really worry. That was the dump trucks last time. And it's only 160. If it's the boats, I don't mind. Actually, because I was going to chop up anyway, so I'm going to go over there, put it on, well, yeah, I'm not going to do it here. I'm going to go over there. I'll still be on. It takes me a second. It doesn't take me long to do it. Ugh, fucking parallel. If I take any pharmaceutical medication, it makes me very sleepy. Oh. As well, even as well equipped as I am, this is what I mean. My pain tolerance is through the roof because I am in pain every single fucking day. Hence the reason I smoke a lot of weed. I take painkillers. That's the fucking pharmaceutical shit. And the side effect from painkillers and shit is it makes you really tired and sleepy.
Hola. Gracias por la respuesta. Bueno,
Because if you know anything about pain medication, it doesn't really take the pain away. It basically dopes you up so much that you don't really feel it. Like, go and watch even a new war movie. They don't have them anymore. They're gone. They've been eradicated. I'm sure there's a lot of them floating around. And back in the 50s, after World War I, there was. They were even selling them illegally. Ampules of morphine. One is okay. Any more than one, and that's it. You ain't waking up. And in the military, that was what the medics were told, well, basically taught. If it was too bad on the battlefield and they weren't going to make it, they were going to bleed out, you just fucking pump them full of morphine. They'll just go to sleep. It's more humane than putting a bullet in someone's head, isn't it? But you get the same side effects, basically. That's why I don't like pharmaceutical medication. Take too much or mix it with the wrong thing. This is like fucking how Heath Ledger and a couple other celebrities fucking, OD'd. It wasn't about what they took sometimes, it was how they mixed it all. Yeah, okay. An overdose is initially about taking too much, but it's not about of the same thing. Like, you could take 2 sleeping tablets, a bit of alcohol, smoke a bit of weed, and I don't know, have fucking, like, put your body through the ring. It's like, hit yourself with some fucking meth as well. Like, do it all. Have some coke as well. And I can guarantee you, even a small amount, you'll end up in the emergency room. Especially a first timer. And most celebrities, you think, yeah, they've done it before. No. Sometimes they've been put on a medication, they know, and that's the other thing with medication. It's just come to market and you don't know how it's going to mix with another medication. Even doctors will warn you. Or they'll ask you, what are you taking at the moment, so they don't give you the wrong mix. Because when you take it all back, it is drugs and chemicals that if you mix the wrong way, they can quite easily be a poison. That's why your medical professional will say, what kind of medication are you taking? You think it's intrusive. No, they're worried about what they can give you Because every medication will do some kind of damage. There are side effects, no matter what. That's another thing. Doctors warn you. There's even warnings on everything these days. Doesn't matter what it is. But I'm just using medication as an example. Like Heath Ledger, the only reason he didn't die from cocaine and all the rest of it, like all the other celebrities. He was on antidepressants, which basically, depending on what one you're on, that will fucking, yeah. I've been on a few there, fucking, that's a good trip. But then, you know, you add some sleepers. And he was a big, he's an Australian for fuck's sake. He was a big drinker. So, a shitload of alcohol. You start mixing and doing them kind of cocktails, you're not going to be around for long. And it's like, well, like, oh, fuck off, he was really happy. Yeah, but he was a family man and he was about to lose his family because his wife had put a decision, your career or your family. And it's like, that's the thing with fame. That's what I don't want. Because sometimes you got to come to that decision because you fly around the world. Everyone wants a piece of you. Everyone wants you to star on something or be somewhere and you may not think about it, but the ones that are really close to you, the ones that have always been there for you, you know, your kids, you know, you miss out on your kids growing up. I couldn't imagine that, fuck. No, but like I said, he was a really family man. Like, he wanted everything for his family and his daughter. That's why he was doing the movies and shit. So they had the money for everything. They never had to go wanting. Which I can totally understand from a father's point of view. But yeah, everyone loved the Joker and everything like that. Like, when he did the fucking Dark Knight, it wasn't about, like, fucking, I don't know who did, does anyone remember who did the Dark Knight? No one really even cares. It was the Joker that everyone was interested in. And I don't think anyone has ever come close to Heath Ledger's Joker. He portrayed it the best. But he's also one of them actors, a method actor. Now, I don't know if you know about that, but it's like an artist that takes forever to build or create his art. Heath Ledger is someone who wants to put, like, Robin Williams is another one. He puts his all into the character. Like, he's not Robin Williams anymore. He's that character for the whole extent of the developing of the movie, you know, the fucking filming of the movie. When they're creating it, he has to keep that character. Now, can you imagine on your time off trying to maintain the Joker? Wow. And he thought it was such a responsibility because it actually, before the TV series, that's the only other place that the Joker showed up, and it was a ridiculous Joker, like old comic book style. But I do get it for the time. It was, yeah, okay. But still to date, Heath Ledger is the only man that portrayed the Joker the way everyone wanted it. Or when you brought that to life, that's the Joker we wanted. But Heath Ledger was a method actor, like I said. Like, if you go and see any of his older stuff, that was almost so close to his childhood. Footy, V8s, fucking, like, it's a lot of Australian movies, but it's like a lot of his heritage went into his movies. He wanted to be noticed, but he also wanted to put Australia on the map too. But he did that, and right at the end, you come to a decision where you've got your career and your family and you're watching your kid grow up. I mean, you can only see so much through a camera or a video or even a live feed. Being there does not compare to that. And that's what his wife was putting to him. and she was even filing for divorce or whatever it was. I don't know if it was just a threat, really. Like, come home. And that's what I mean. I've got to, like, that's what I mean. People have asked me to go to other places and, you know, hang out with them and stuff. I can't go anywhere because of my responsibilities here to my kids, my family. So that's why I built up businesses in my own home and close to home and doing things close to home, so I don't have to be too far away from my family. They don't have to miss me. If they need me, I'm there. Even my human family. Like, they're only a couple of hours away. Oh, don't get me wrong. This is what I mean about people can change. People can choose to do to them that they did to you, or they can still choose to become the bigger man, the better person, the bigger woman. And when someone's in need, you rock up and go, what do you need? And don't bring up all the shit from the past, you just go up and help. 9 times out of 10, it's usually my family making the comments like, oh, you changed. And I'm like, no, it was always there, I just had to find it. This is the real me, like the person I found after all the other, and how's it going? To the younger generation, I don't care where you come from, all the rest of it. How's it go? Life experience. It does get better, but you got to work to make it better. If you don't like the person you are, well then there's nothing stopping you from changing to be a better person. Hey, still today, I still can't look in a fucking mirror. I don't think I'm, like, you're handsome, you're attractive, rah, rah, rah. I love your eyes.
Huh? The products in the back of the
And I'm
truck?
like sitting there going,
Get it to the
mate,
buyer,
if you
you're done.
knew my full anatomy and everything else, like, and my breed, like, I'm a mixed mongrel breed Australian. There's a lot of races inside my body that don't get along, for a start. Not to mention there's a lot of crap going on that even I sort of sit there and go, really? That's not right. Not in a bad way, usually fucking hard time. Like, my eyes, they change colours. I don't know why. I really can't explain it. They're, most of the time they're hazel with a green tint. Like, I look really close to that. But I've been told that they go jet black, like basically, think of someone's eyes dilated, like really wide, like their pupil, but the whole eye, like completely black. And I'm like, the eye doesn't do that. Some animals' eyes may do that, but the human eye doesn't do that. How do I know? I'm a medic. I've had medical training. I know some things about the body and what they should do and what they shouldn't do. And that's one thing they shouldn't do. Change colour, or be able to change colour. Maybe slightly, but not to that extreme. And like I said, it's only happened a couple of times. I think I get it from my mother, because that's the only time I've ever seen it, but she still had colour in her eye. Before anyone discredits witchcraft or Wicca or Wiccan or whatever it's called, there are those that have powers and practice some sort of craft that really shouldn't be fucked with for a start. and there's good and evil in everything. Now you might think I'm bullshitting, but my mother and grandmother are grand white witches, which means they're on the good side, but yeah, even good people don't always do the right thing. Especially my mother. Like, quoting Spider-Man again, with great power comes great responsibility, which means you gotta choose how to use it. Do I know witchcraft? Yes. Do I use it? No. I chose not to use it. I chose to hide what I know, what I am. My powers, I don't use them, yeah. None of them. What I can do, no. I could even make a lot of money, like where all them psychics and fucking all them bullshit artists sit there and rip you off and tell you bullshit. I could actually, because you come in contact with me, I can tell you somewhat, and if I continue like on being your friend, like I said, if it has anything to do with my future, I can see, and you're there, or later on in the future you're there, I know you're going to be there because I've seen it. I don't see, like, probably a couple of weeks at the most. I'm sure if I put more effort into it I could see longer, but who wants to know what's going to happen? Wouldn't you rather leave it up to chance or fate or mystery? Leave a little mystery in your life? If you knew what was going to happen, would you really want to see? Like I said, the future's not, and that's the other thing, the future's not written. Even what I see, I can change. Because that's just one possibility. The multiverse. Yeah, no. I'm sort of tossing up between that, like, yes, it can exist because it, like Doctor Strange says, before you make a decision, and I know that even, like, before it even came into it's in a lot of text. There are multitudes of worlds, but once you make a decision or choice, they no longer exist. You can't bring them back because the choice has already been made, and then it's written, basically. It probably describes it best in Loki, where there's timekeepers. That was the oldest one, Doctor Who. You gotta keep every timeline in check, just in case. And then, there's no paradox, but if you interfere, that's when a paradox could happen. Now, if anyone if you don't know what a paradox is, basically it's like you fucked up too much, and the only answer the universe has got is erase. Like, I mean, wipe it off the fucking... No, that was a mistake. Gone. Like, rubbing out... Like, you're writing a sentence and then you rub it out. Because that was wrong. That's how quickly. Not a bang. Just gone.
Okay, invoice paid.
That's what I mean. God, he's just a servant. One of many servants. The Eternals, the elements, the elemental Eternals, the ones that pull the strings and keep everything in line, they're only there, they may be a great being of energy and stuff like that, but they've got one fucking job. One job. To keep everything in check. That's it. That's like other elementals. You think they're big, scary, fucking rah, 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 nah. And then they don't even know where it comes from. But if someone fucks with the timeline and causes a paradox, rub it out, start again. Yeah, the universe might have started with a bang. It's not going to go out with a bang. That's the thing. Go back to a never-ending story. The nothingness was consuming everything. If we keep on fucking up, and that's like every race, every species in the universe keeps on fucking up. It's like, nah, you got it wrong. We got it wrong. No, we thought giving them free will and no. Total wipe. Get rid of them. And people are like, nah, that's not going to happen. Oh, okay. I won't be around. I won't be alive. So I don't care. And I've left a legacy, so I don't care. If you believe or not, but eventually it's all going to end. It's going to go back to zero. And start again. And you might think it's morbid, but it's not. If it all ends at the same time or gradually, it's fair. And then it starts again.
Buddy, there you are.
It's kind of like the phoenix. If anyone knows about that bird. From the ashes, something new. Something from destruction. If you can, like, but I find fire beautiful. Like, and to draw it, it's, well, once you know it, intimately. No, I'm not a firebug. I was. Well, you could probably consider me a firebug back in the day. And yeah, to the extent where I almost blew myself up a couple of times. When you put, like, okay, no, a fuel tank and a car will not explode if you shoot into it. But now, I told this story that I only chucked a rag down the fucking into the tank. I was really into movie special effects, and I still am. Like, I always want to be the guy behind the scenes fucking making the movie more believable, or what people expect from the movie, like. And as I said, I love cars. Now, there's this old junker, and it had been fucking trashed to shit. It's like it had no wheels, nothing like that. But for some reason, every time I go near a car that's got a battery and a bit of fuel, and everything's sort of kind of connected, where someone couldn't even turn it over or get anything from it, I'll touch it, I'll get a bit of a sparkler and go, oh, okay, you're unhappy, and talk to the car. This is what I mean. Everything. Because, you know, if we're in the Matrix or whatever, or fucking whatever, or it's made up from fucking, well, it is, or even the cars are made up from fucking different kind of metals and stuff like that, so we don't really know what we're, and we've made so many movies where the car comes to life. It's like, but you question yourself, if you've ever owned a car and it does something, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's, you know, there's something there, and it's like it's possessed. Like a ghost has taken over it, or there's like a family member sitting next to you. I don't know even how to explain it, but something happens in your car, like, and it couldn't happen unless someone did it or the car did it itself. Like sitting there in a transformer, just as an example. But I've had this happen to me. Now I know it was impossible for that fucking mirror to move because I blue tacked it up because it kept on moving. And even when I blue tacked the cunt up, one day I got in the car and I always get in carefully. I'm like, how you going, girl? And then the mirror tilted slightly to the side. I'm like, you're not very happy at the moment. What's the problem? Like she was telling me she needed oil or water or something. Like I just got a feeling. So I popped the hood, lifted, like, cause as I do, like she told me something, like the mirror wouldn't have moved otherwise. And I always name my cars, like basically she's, you know, part of the family, basically. Yes, I'm guilty of calling her a girl. This particular car was, Lilu. Yeah, Lilu had the problem with the mirror. And sure as shit, I opened the bonnet, the fucking oil, there's no oil in it, barely any oil in her. The radiator's fucking, there must be a small leak in it or something. So, yeah, I did what I could to fucking top her up and make sure she wasn't leaking anymore. And then I get back in the car, and yeah, I got in a bit heavy, but the mirror tilted straight back up. And it was like I said, it was blue tacked, almost like solid, like it couldn't fucking move. There's no way that could have happened. It was like she was a bit more happier. And it's like, you ready to go now, girl? And I was like, turn the key. She turned straight away. Well, getting back to the cars that I found dumped, that someone couldn't even turn over, I grabbed the key and turned it over. Or stuck something in the ignition, and it's gone to get a bit of life. I'm like, oh, you're really, well, mate, look at the state of you. You're pretty fucking sore. And when it's an old beater, a beat up, it's usually a bloke. I mean, fuck, they put you through the ringers, old fella. And it's not an old car. It's just like, this car was wrecked. Even if I was able to get it started, I wouldn't have been able to drive it. I'm like, I'm going to put you out of your misery. And I tell everyone I just stuffed a rag down the tank. No, I stuffed a rag down the tank that was covered in oil, grease, and I had a shotgun shell on me, so a bit of gunpowder as well. And that's what got the explosion. Because like I said, I was into special effects, and I'd played with gunpowder, and I'd played with fire and stuff like that. And I knew exactly. I even found explosive C4 detonating the fucking detonation cord, basically. There's a little thing packed with fucking, it's a small explosive that the electric thing goes to. I found a big bag of that on the side of the road. Someone must have stolen it off someone's truck or something. Had no idea what it was. I was sitting there hitting it with a hammer, and then I'm like, I stopped hitting it with a hammer for a second. I'm like, read what was on the side of it, I'm like, highly explosive. I'm like, oh, I better stop doing that. But then I found out later, unless I had an electrical charge for that, none of them would have went off. Me, I could have hit that all day long. Even Mythbusters did it. They were sitting there, bomb guy was sitting there going, bang, 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 you can hit it all day long. Got out a sledgehammer, hit it all day long, it won't go off. Even if you get a spark between the metals, it won't go off. It's designed that way. So I was safe, but yeah, 10-year-old kid playing with explosives. But it's like life experience. If I had to blow my hand off, and I did burn myself many times. But I can run my hand through a fire. I can even hold it in there for like 5 to 10 minutes. Bare hand. I've got no, nerve endings are different to, like, I don't feel heat. But I can still sense touch. Like, if someone touches me, it's like, oh. I'm very sensitive. Like, to touch. I don't like being touched. Because of that reason. Like, I can burn myself, I can hurt myself, I can get scratched, fucking frozen, whatever. But the touch of another human, oh. Because I haven't had it in, well, a lot of my life. Like, fucking, you go 44 years without being touched properly. Now, when I mean properly, affectionately, like someone's, you know, even family members should, you know. My brain doesn't compute. It's the same as praise when people go, oh, you're fucking awesome. Like, yeah, really, but... And I turn it around. It's not me, guys. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. You're awesome. I want to do something else. Pictures. I want to check something out because I didn't get as much last time, but when I had a look at it, and Jinxie keeps on telling me it's like a week to go, so I should still be getting 100, but I didn't get 100 last time and I didn't fuck it up. I don't think so. Maybe I did. Or maybe I put it on normal. I don't know. Can't have been. Like, that's the other thing, guys. I'm racing the clock to the big paying jobs. And a lot of them can be done solo. I still got to do the yacht. Oh, that's right, I got to do the yacht. I got to start the casino on hard, which the first few aren't too bad. Not mia. Thought so. La mia. Nope. Thought that was coming. Nope. What? No. You are the only one who's fucking. And yeah. So what? We're mates. Yeah, we're mates. Well, I've been sitting for 5 weeks. You've been going between the fucking Humane Lab and the Pacific Bank. Fuck off, cunt. That's the other one, Gretsch. That's the one I couldn't think of. Everyone's pissed off now. I bet you they're all chomping at the bit for me to come and do mine so they can go and get help from me. So I can come play. And yeah, I will. When I'm ready, guys. No, fuck up. Dumbass. No, I'm just gonna go for a drive now. No. That's the other thing, people. People tick you off, go for a drive. What I was gonna do? No, I'm not gonna do that now. I'm just gonna hammer the fuck out of my car. He's made me angry. I'm gonna listen to music and drive. Whoa! Moto. Doesn't matter what car. Where I am. I know where it is. Where I am. And an awesome drift section. Might take one of my drift cars out here. No. I didn't see. I know where I am. You do a casino job out here. Oh, you drive right into me, you fuckhead. Stop it. The road's fucking tight enough as it is. I don't need some cunt driving into me. Alright, open road. Fuck yeah. I'm not doing anything. Just driving. Someone ticked me off. They sent me an invite to the Pacific Bank, so I'm not doing anything at all. Just driving and listening to music. Like if someone ticked me off in the real world. I jump on my motorbike, put my headset or my earphones on, and just fucking ride. Wow! Probably not do something like that. Go to every track, every mission road, and just do it by memory. That's what I'm doing right now. I got to challenge myself somehow. Where it may look like I'm not going anywhere, I really am. Humane Lab. Talking to you. Fuck you, cunt. Yeah. My light's already gone, so I don't really care. And like I said, I'm just driving. Ha 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 ha. I don't even know what that is. That's a better song. Gotta need that upbeat for a driving song. Ha 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 ha. Super yacht life. Ha ha ha. No, the last time I came here was for the ID thing. But am I going that way or this way or? Whoa! And this is also Harvey. You can work it, bone diggity, don't work me. I like the way you work it, bone diggity. What's that? Oh hey yo, yo. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. I'm gonna fuck you up. Oh, bim diggity bum bow, wow, 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 wow. Oh, fuck. Oh, what the fuck is this shit? Play up, play on. Cause I like it. Yo, you out. Is that it? No. Oh, 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 oh. Ha 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 ha. Your man shooter. Oh, whoa, 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 ha 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 ha, suck shit, cunts. Ba 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 ba. No, no, no. No, I've got a nice tan. I'm not black. I got it. Rah! Whoa. See, that's Karma saying that word. No, I have a nice tan. But I'm a Megalo. Black Aboriginal. A white Aboriginal. Mixed blood. Yeah, even in our own race we get shunned. But it's all good. Other places I'd take it as maybe worse than what it is here. The Murrays take a bit more of a laid back look at it. It's more of a joke, which I don't mind. Yeah, you're Migalo. Yeah, good on me. Funny that most of the full bloods, or so-called full bloods, the coloured ones, think they're better than the lower colour ones. Like, it doesn't mean the higher and lower hierarchy is everywhere. It doesn't matter if it's white or black or blue or brindle or whatever. It's even in their own race. You can see it with the Korean War. They're the same people fighting over the same fucking country. And when you say, it's a civil war, basically. The South are fighting the fucking, or North is fighting the South or whatever it is. But it's the same country, it's the same people fighting over the same fucking thing. Well, one wants it all, basically. And to be the Northern Korean people and under this flag and under this dictatorship and blah, 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 blah. A lot of people feel that, we don't want to be told what to do anymore. We want to choose our leader. I mean, that's how shit gets done. No, what? That old story where be afraid of the force behind you instead of the one in front of you, it's starting to lose its charm, basically. The force behind you isn't as scary as the one in front of you. Especially when it's the whole world. It's like, dude, the whole world is saying, like, let it go. Like, I think it's time we get like the rest of the world. No, not like follow suit and do like everyone else, but at least allow them to elect their own fucking leader. That dictatorship, monarchy, all that fucking shit, that is so old. It's so far gone, basically. A lot of countries, have worked better electing their leader, having, fucking elections and fucking getting to have a fucking choice. Then, okay, in X amount of years, their son is going to take over. Is their son really equipped to run a country? No, well, most of the time, no. They're little spoiled brats that have no fucking idea how to run a country or anything about the fucking world. And I can tell you now, if a country's run by someone like that, sooner or later the country's going to fight back and tell you fuck off. It's time to get someone in there that knows what they're doing. What? You got to cut it out. You got fucking your ass kicked last night, fuck ya. Oh, MJ. Throwing his fucking testosterone around again. Oh, he's just like his old man. Even though he gets his ass kicked, he'll still go back for a fucking other bite. Although I don't often get my ass kicked, even though, like, I don't pick fights with people that can fucking kick my ass into the ground either, like. I only do enough to defend myself. A lot of people that, like, I even know a lot of people here in town. They even said, oh, come in the shop, work out with us. Like, fuck off, cunt. How long have you been fucking refining that body? What was I even doing? Oh, that's right, I was just driving around. That's what I mean, like, even when I'm lost, I'm not even lost, I'm just driving around at the moment. Because someone irritated me and then there was something there to do. That's the other thing I love about this game. Nah, can't even do that, mate. Oh, alright. I'll go to my house, I'll go, yeah. Get everything sorted in the real world, and then I'm gonna say hello to a fucking public session. See what's going on in there. Hello, hello, hello. What do we have here? No, I'm just joking. It's like you could be an actor. I could be fucking anything I'll put my mind to, mate. We've heard you sing. Good for you. I can. But how? Because I taught myself. Not very well at the moment. It actually hurts even to talk. So, there you go. Gotta love life. As long as you have it. Oh, I'm right. Yeah. Like I said, I guess me and this fungus have got an understanding. Well, if there's a common viral thing, the amount of cough medicine and treatment I've had for that, none of it's worked. This thing's fucking nasty. Although it's kind of like, it just wants to live. It's a symbiosis thing. It keeps me alive as long as I don't try to kill it. And the conditions are that I cough my guts up every morning and every night. So, cool. Although the doctors did say if I leave it untreated, it will, yeah, ultimately take over. Like I said, I can already feel something, and I'd say it's the growth is not in my lungs anymore, but it's reached the airways and it's creeping up my fucking throat. I'm kind of sitting there going, hang on, didn't we have a fucking deal? You behave too. As you can hear me coughing my fucking guts up. I don't smoke cigarettes, but anyone that smokes outside, it basically gets blown down the side of my house. That's why I've asked them not to smoke out the front of my place, not just for my health, but for my 8-week or 9-week-old pup and her health. They haven't put another ashtray up, but they did put one up after I took the first one down. And I'm the one, I told them I took it down. I've even asked my ex-landlord / the person I'm buying the house off to go over and talk to them because he's the current leaseholder. Oh, yeah, deed holder of this place. And he has been here even longer than me. So, to go over and ask them nicely before we go to court, can you move that smoking area somewhere else? And as I said, the person I'm buying the place off is, well, if not him, his wife and the home firm they have, they're well equipped in the knowledge of law, especially when it comes to houses and stuff like that and zonings and stuff like that, and who's in the right. And the reason my landlord went, let's just call him my landlord, went over and talked to him, and it's, well, as far as I know, it's been sorted, but the guests are still smoking out the front. Now, out the front's not right next to my house, but yeah, they are sitting where they were before. They're ignoring me, basically. And I've also stated to them, like, I'm not going to get in trouble. I'm going to take every single one that sits there to court, to civil court, or release my dogs onto it, because my dogs don't like it. Until they get the message. Don't sit there and smoke. Because I've even had people tell me, get my dogs to shut up. I'm like, well, maybe if you're not smoking out the front of my house or right there, they'd be quiet and they wouldn't be telling you, get that stinking fucking thing away from me. Now, some don't know that's what my dogs are saying, but some do and don't care. And then I've even had replies like, oh, what about all the dog and piss? I'm like, really? Have you got your nose right up on the ground? Because I can't smell dog and shit piss. You know, fucking, you know, their feces. I can't smell it. It's in the yard. You must have your nose right up to a nice fresh one. And the other reason is, mate, the amount of fucking, because I can smell it as a non-smoker. Cigarette smoke is more overpowering than anything else you'll smell, so you don't smell other smells. So don't bullshit me that you're offended by the smells coming out of my yard. And how's it go, cunt? I was here first. You don't like it? Fuck off. Pack your bags and fuck off. Because it's prestige accommodation. It used to be a backpackers, and that's the other thing to the owners. I've even said, man, don't fucking put lipstick on me and tell me it's a fucking beautiful woman. It's a pig's still a fucking pig, mate. No matter how you fucking dress it up. Even if you renovate it, and God, that's the other thing. I had to endure like 2 years of them fucking drilling walls and fucking making shitload of noise over there, renovating the place. And now I've got to endure fucking cunts blowing smoke into my fucking house. I don't fucking think so. I will take them to court and I will win because of their past mistakes. Like fucking 6 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday morning, someone's drilling away at a fucking wall because they forgot to do it Friday sometime. I'll get some overtime. My house is right next to that fucking wall you're drilling, cunt. I'm not getting any fucking overtime. I'm getting woken up at 6 o'clock, and so is everyone else in the fucking house because you're drilling through a fucking wall. And when you wake a dog up with a fucking noise like that, they just go off their fucking head till it stops. No, I walked straight over and said, look, mate, you better stop doing that. And he's like, why? Because I'll make you fucking eat that drill. Go home. No overtime. Not while you're fucking working on this job. My weekend, I don't give a fuck if I had to put up with drilling anytime. Like, fucking, you can't come here at fucking 5:30 in the morning and start during the week. There is no fucking way I'm going to tolerate that on the fucking weekend. Pack your shit up and go home, or I'm going to make you fucking eat that drill. And I was that fucking tired and that pissed off, and I actually had a bit more to my body. The cunt literally packed up his shit, jumped in his truck about 10 minutes after I fucking left, and left. No more noise after I left that fucking building, and they did not come